Before time began, there was silence, a silence so deep it could not be measured. No rustle of leaves, no rush of wind, no song of bird or whale. Only stillness, vast and unbroken, a canvas waiting. And then, there was a voice. Older than time, rich and resonant. Not a whisper, but a command that carried eternity within it. Let there be. And with that word, the story began. The universe awoke. Space stretched wide, time unfurled. Void became a stage for glory. From the very beginning, pattern was set. God would speak and creation would answer. This is not a silent world. It is alive with sound, with rhythm, with harmony. Every ocean wave a drumbeat, every breeze a melody, every star a note. Creation itself is a choir, singing without ceasing. And if you listen closely, even now, you can hear it. A world humming, responding to the first note. Listen. Waves answer the winds, skies answer the seas, mountains, rivers, leaves, each a voice in the great symphony. Textures that sing of age and design. The word calls, the world replies. Rhythm, harmony, motion, patterns echoing through leaf and galaxy. A choir that declares the Maker's majesty. And we, if we are quiet, become listeners to that song. A world alive with sound, calling us to join. If you listen closely, you can hear it. And so the story continues. Day by day, note by note. This is the choir of creation. In the beginning, all was dark. An endless canvas without form. No flame, no flicker, not even a star's faint glow. Waiting, like an instrument before a first note. And then came a word. Let there be light. Light leapt forth. Brilliant, fierce, pure. Shadows fled, boundaries were drawn, day from night. That first light was more than brightness. It was hope. Every candle, every firefly, each spark pushes back the dark. A promise that morning always comes. Light reveals, warms, guides. Without it we stumble. With it we see. It illuminates the path before us, just as the word illuminates the path within us. Each sunrise carries that ancient echo. Every lonely flame reminds us of the first dawn. Light teaches us about its maker. Day one was not only creation, it was invitation. A truth written into the world. Light overcomes darkness, always. Hope that returns every morning. A small light can hold all that promise. Day one, the first song of light. On the second day, the word called again, and creation bent to listen. The sky unfolded, stretched wide like a curtain over the world. The waters obeyed, parting and gathering into seas and rivers. Above, clouds swirled, drifting like brushstrokes. Below, waters answered, flowing into rivers and lakes. The air itself seemed to sing. Winds swept across waters, storms gathered, thunder rumbled. Lightning cracked like a cymbal. The duet began. Then calm. A cadence of power and rest. Every drop carries the rhythm of God's design. Every cloud that drifts, every blue sky after tempest. Part of the melody. The heavens declare majesty. Waters applaud. Sky and sea stretch farther than our eyes can follow, deeper than our hands can touch, commanded with ease. He commands both with ease. Day two birthed atmosphere, oceans, tides, and clouds. From that day on, the world would never be silent. Sky and waters found their song. We stand beneath it, breath drawn by the vastness, and in every drop and breeze we hear the duet. Day two, the heavens and the waters learning to sing. Then the word spoke again, and the earth stirred. Land rose up through waters, mountains thrusting toward the sky, valleys opening, plains stretching far. The ground broke open, and green rushed forth. Grass unfurled like carpet, forests stretched to heaven. Flowers scattered color like paint across the earth. Trees grew tall, roots deep, branches lifted in praise. Fruit-bearing trees, grain-laden stalks, provision sown into soil. The Creator wove a recipe for sustenance. The fields clap their hands, forests hum in deep harmony. Every seed, unnoticed, held promise of tomorrow. Together, they form a choir of abundance and resilience. When we smell a flower or climb a hill, we hear that first song. Day three gave the world texture, color, and a promise to feed. A canvas bloomed into a masterpiece, and in every blade of grass is testimony. Day three, the choir of land and green things began. Listen to the earth. It continues its song. On the fourth day, God adorned the heavens with lights. The sun, a fiery king to govern the day. The moon, a silver lantern to guide the night. Stars scattered like jewels across the velvet sky. They spoke of wonder, infinity made visible, each one a silent poem of the Maker. These lights mark time, seasons, rhythms. Days found order, years found measure. Humanity learned to count moments by their rising and setting. The sun's blaze reminds us of strength, the moon of gentleness. Sun and moon, poetry of the heavens. They remind us we are seen and loved. Day 4 teaches us to lift our eyes. The same God who scatters galaxies knows the number of hairs on our heads. Their song is endless. Every sunrise a page of mercy, every sunset of rest. Lift your eyes. Remember the heavens declare his glory. Day 4. The heavens proclaim the Maker's handiwork. The 5th day burst into motion. The waters exploded with life. Whales sang deep songs that traveled for miles. Dolphins leapt with joy. Fish shimmered like living jewels. Coral reefs, cathedrals of color and movement. Life abundant, varied and wondrous. Above, eagles soared, high and fierce. Sparrows flitted lightly. Owls glided through the night. Each call, each wing beat, a note in the growing symphony. The Creator's imagination spilled over, filling the world with variety. Mighty and delicate, swift and still. Every whale's song, an echo of day 5. Every bird's call at dawn. Every fish that glitters beneath the waves. A God who delights in variety, filling emptiness with life. Day 5 was laughter and creation, artistry and motion, and from that day on, waters and skies would never be silent again. On the 6th day, the land trembled with life. Hooves thundered across plains. Lions claimed their roar, elephants their trumpet, wolves their howl. From the smallest insect to the greatest beast. Then the word, "Let us make mankind in our image." Shaped from dust, breathed into with spirit, men and women stood, living reflections of the divine. Humanity was given a role, to tend, to steward, to harmonize. Our voices were meant to add melody, not discord. Every laugh, every tear, every heartbeat is a note, every act of kindness, harmony added to the choir. Every act of justice, resonance across the land. Every life echoing the Creator's goodness. Day 6 was the crescendo. The choir gained a conscious voice. Will we sing in tune with creation or choose silence? Every heartbeat a note, every life a responsibility, the world teeming, voices woven into one song. We are called not to rule, but to care. Day 6, creation's conscious chorus. Will we answer? And then the music paused. The composer set down his instrument. Not from weariness, but to teach stillness. The world did not fall silent. Life continued its rhythm. A new rhythm. Sabbath. The pause that makes the song complete. Rest is fullness. The space between notes. Stillness gives meaning to motion. On the 7th day, God declared the work finished, and it was very good. Every sunset closing a day, every season calling us to pause. Rest is not emptiness. It is the song's completion. Listen, the choir never ends. Every element continues to sing its praise. Will you join the choir of creation?